The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. People looking to register for the barangay and SK elections later this year have started flocking local COMELEC offices. Jessica tells us how registrations are going in this report.
Long lines welcome voter registrants at the COMELEC Quezon City on Saturday. Some sat on the sidewalk, others on the floor as they await registration for the barangay and SK elections. Many lined up as early as 6 a.m., just like Mary Grace Montemayor, who accompanied her 14-year-old daughter, Christina.
Para meron silang sa lipunan. Ambag ba? Karapatan nila yun eh.
Christina said she wanted to exercise her right to vote.
Kasi karapatan ko po yan, tas naming kabataan. Para po sa future po namin mga kabataan din po yung ginagawa po namin pagboto.
Felix Barakel, on the other hand, wants to have his voter record reactivated. He also accompanied his 16-year-old niece at the site. He is hoping that the barangay and SK polls will push through.
Habang tumatagal po, dumadami ang kabataan ngayon. Sa kailangan mas malakas ang boses ng kabataan.
But many were dismayed after not making it to the 400 registrant cut-off. Julius Bergonya said this is his second attempt to register but to no avail.
Trabaho nila yan eh. Dapat kung hanggang alas 5. Hindi sila nagka-cut off. Diba? Ano ba? Tinatamad na ba sila? Pagod na ba sila? Palitan dapat yan.
That's why others opted to go home instead. News 5 is still trying to get the side of COMELEC QC on this, but as per COMELEC, the cutoff depends on the number of individuals an office can accommodate per day.
Tao rin po yung ating election officer at election assistant. They start there at the office before minsan 7 a.m. to prepare the machines, to prepare everything.
Apart from having off-site and satellite registration centers, the poll body is also looking for ways to address the problem. As of July 14, new voter registrants have reached over 1.2 million, exceeding the poll body's 1 million target. More than half of that number are 15 to 17-year-olds.
Mataas po ang interes ng ating kababayan sa eleksyon. Kasi nga po, tandaan nyo, dala-dala pa rin natin yung election fever ng May 9. So nakita nila kung gaano kahalaga. Kahit hindi ka pa po 15, but on or before December 5, you'll turn 15, pwede na po magparehistro yan.
COMELEC said voter registration will continue until July 23, and an extension is unlikely.
Unfortunately, gustuhin man po namin i-extend pa yung registration. Ang mangyayari po kasi, maglalabag kami sa batas. Sinasabi po kasi sa RA 8189, talagang 120 days before an election, bawal na po magparehistro, galawin yung project of precinct or gumawa ng panibagong presinto.
Meantime, the COMELEC reminds registrants to try and line up early in sites and to bring the required documents to speed up their transactions. Their offices are open from Mondays through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
One lawmaker is pushing for the passage of a bill lifting bank secrecy for all government officials and employees. Senator Chis Escudero says the measure could prevent graft and corruption in government. Escudero also noted that the bank secrecy law was crafted to encourage people to deposit their money in banking institutions and to discourage private hoarding. However, he says this law is still prone to circumvention, particularly when banks are being used for money laundering and other financial crimes. And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Environment Department welcomes the appointment of Antonia Yulo Loizaga as DENR Chief. Yulo Loizaga served as chairperson of the International Advisory Board of the Manila Observatory and was a technical advisor at the Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation. In a statement, DENR Undersecretary Ernesto Adobo Jr. said they expect a more climate-resilient Philippines with Loizaga at the helm. He added that the department is ready to work on new programs and projects under Loizaga's leadership. P-pop groups joined forces in this year's Tugatog Music Fest to showcase new Filipino music. Ayan Lumanario with their story.
Pinoy pop took center stage in this year's Tugatog Filipino Music Festival at the SM Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. Aside from giving powerful performances, P-pop artists got to collaborate and share the stage with their co-idols. The crowd cheered for the phoenixes of P-pop, Alamat, and the 8-member girl band Beanie. Also featured in the show is music sensation Zach Tabudlo, who teased a big project coming up with international artists Lainey and Love.
There's definitely something in the works. Definitely, it's such an honor to meet them as well. Like basically, they're my heroes. Like I said, there's going to be something super big coming up, and I'm really excited for that one.
The featured artists said they're thankful for yet another chance to showcase their talent.
Feels amazing po na iniimbitahan pa rin po nila kami and nalalaman namin na parang lumalaki na talaga yung P-pop community po.
Sobrang saya. Kaya nakaka-enjoy dito. Kasi sana hopefully soon marami pang mga ganap na pagtitipon ng mga ganito.
Super heartwarming po siya kasi we're able to collab with other artists and that's where we show girl power po talaga. What girl power really is to the world.
17 acts graced the Tugatog stage to promote the rise of P-pop. The Tugatog Music Festival is now considered one of the biggest celebrations of Filipino music in the country. For News 5, Ian Luminario, we are One News.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1:30 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.